All right, good morning. It is Wednesday morning, about 5:46 in the morning, and we are set, rolling out, headed to Hot Springs National Park in Hot Springs, Arkansas. I spent a little time hiking in the park and digging for diamonds over at Crater Diamonds. Got about 10-ish hours or so on the roads. Alright, so we're at a place called Superior Bathhouse on Bathhouse Road here in Hot Springs. The only brewery in the United States that is in a national park. It's in a federal building. They do their own root beer, their own floats. They have a microbrewery here. Everything is done using the spring water. So we're going to try it out and see how the place is. In Hot Springs National Park here on the Grand Promenade Scenic Walk, just off Bathhouse Road. You go a cell phone tour around the park. Kids are dialed into that now to get some information on where we're at.
Natural, cultural history, and geology in Hot Springs National Park. The Grand Promenade was built in the 1930s.
This is what homeschooling looks like right now. We're learning about the national park and how the hot springs were created. Great science lesson. And we're looking at the map here of the National Park and Bathhouse Row. All of these are the original bathhouses. There are several hot springs here that you can get to with the fountains. The only place you can really take a bath is by paying one of the bathhouses. But these green caps here are all springs. They're all accessed and they're sealed to be controlled for the purity of the springs. Here at a place called Fat Bottom Girls Cupcake Shop, as seen on Cupcake Wars. We're going to get some different kind of cupcakes. All right, we are hiking down to Goat Rock Viewpoint on the Goat Rock Trail here in Hot Springs National Park. It starts up at the overlook on the scenic drive high up on the mountain and works its way downward to Goat Rock Viewpoint. It's supposed to be 9/10 of a mile each way. So we're going to go down and see exactly what this is all about down here. The trail is pretty well maintained. It's gravel most of the way down. Beautiful day, beautiful Saturday. Probably low 50s right now. So should turn out to be an excellent day for hiking in the park. Here we are, the Hot Springs Mountain Tower on the top level open, looking out. We see the Arlington Hotel and Bathhouse Row looking out over the Hot Springs Airport. Alright, we are in the second level enclosed area of the Hot Springs Tower lookout. This is where they have all the information and history about the tower. We are at Crater of Diamonds State Park in southwest Arkansas. It is the only public diamond mine in the world and is owned by the state of Arkansas. And several big diamonds found here. So we're going to go out, see if we can't find some diamonds. Alright, so it rained a lot yesterday here in southwest Arkansas, so the field is extremely muddy. I've been kind of walking around surface searching. The worst part of it is you take just a few steps and you're weighted down in the mud. So we'll just enjoy what we got here and make the best of the day. Alright, we are in downtown Murfreesboro on the Court Square, a place called Hawkins Variety Store. It's supposed to be continuously operating since 1943 here. An old drugstore was built in 1909. Hand-dipped ice cream sandwiches. We're going to go check this out. Alright, we are back at the Crater of Diamonds State Park. Decided to add a day onto our trip, so we're going to come out here. Maybe it's a little bit drier. Going to go on the back side where we've gotten the tip to go and searching for some amethysts instead of the diamonds. So we're going to see how we do today. Wash station time. Crater of Diamonds State Park. They've sifted through and now we're dug. Now they're sifting. Getting stuff. Got Jay down here getting his dirt so he can go sifting, try to find some diamonds. So our day's not going very well. Going down to Louisiana. It's my current situation. Alright, overall this trip was eventful but still enjoyable. Went into Hot Springs National Park, stayed over at the Hot Springs KOA just off the property. Had great staff and great service there, great sights, and we roamed around for a few days in the park, added an extra day to go back over to Murfreesboro, the Crater of Diamonds State Park, let the kids dig a little bit more. And then decided that we were going to throw on an extra day by taking a quick detour down into Louisiana. Halt State Park, just on northern Louisiana. That was going to get us a camping night marked off in the state of Louisiana. And then we would come back across Mississippi into Alabama on our way home. Unfortunately, not far out of Malvern, Arkansas, as you saw in the previous segment there, we had a breakdown back up here, and this started back in Murfreesboro on our first day over to Crater of Diamonds State Park. We started having some battery issues and had that checked out by a local shop there, Castle Repairs. Couldn't speak highly enough of these guys. They got us right in, very reasonable, took care of us. Realized that we had a terminal on the battery, on the positive terminal, that was sparking and causing some potentially major issues. So he got that changed out, very reasonable price, and had us back on our way. A couple days later, as we were leaving out, all hooked up, everybody split, and we're headed to Louisiana. About 10-15 miles outside of Malvern, Arkansas, we break down. Alternator goes out. So our day changes. We get the expense and the fun of towing the tow vehicle and the camper back into town and waiting on getting that fixed. Fortunately, we do have to give shout outs to a local shop there, K&A Tires and More. They're in Malvern. They worked us right in. Got the parts in and had us back on the road with just a matter of a few hours on our way back down to Louisiana, where we were still able to get in before the sun went down and be able to get set up. So it kind of took some of our exploring time, but things happen for a reason. We got there, we got to mark it off, and life goes on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoy some of the pictures that we're leaving off here with you of different areas coming out of Halt State Park into Mississippi and Vicksburg National Military Park. Make sure that you hit the bell, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications when these videos are coming out. There's always something coming, always something new coming up. We've got, just from this trip, a couple more videos that are going to be coming out. If you got any questions, any comments, anything you'd like to see from us, leave us a comment down below. Be sure you're sharing it with your friends. Love having you guys on board. Till next time.